Hi, I'm Em, an avid wargamer who runs social media accounts focused on promoting women in wargaming and creating inclusion-positive communities. As well as running women in wargaming events, I wanted to create a series focusing on the variety, creativity and skill of women in our hobby. So join me across this series as we explore the passion and joy women have for our hobby. Eve is an award-winning UK-based painter and streamer. Her work covers a range of game systems and miniatures, evoking a sense of movement and individual storytelling in each piece. Her work has been featured on the Warhammer community page and includes many pieces painted for box art for companies such as Steamforged Games. Her Patreon includes multiple different tutorials to achieve her beautiful painting effects.
Hi Eve, and welcome to your episode of the Women in Wargaming series. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on.
That's all right. I'm very excited to have you on. So let's get into it. So how did you start your wargaming journey?
When I was like 12, I think it was, my friends, I made friends with the guys at school, and they were playing Warhammer. And they said I couldn't play until I got my own army. So determined to want to try, I went and got some demons from the local. It was a Games Workshop, yeah, and it just started from there. But then, yeah, I stopped when I was 13, took a massive break to go to uni and be a teenager, and then got back into it at the end of like last year of uni, when again my friends were into Warhammer and they started like playing on Saturday afternoons, and I was like, oh, I could dig out my demons, it'd be fun. So yeah, that's how I got into it. But mostly it kickstarted when I actually got a part-time job at a Games Workshop, and then it all just spiraled.
That's quite interesting that you picked demons as your first army. Like, was there any particular draw to them? Did you like the models or the lore or anything like that?
I think they were new at the time. Showing my age. I think they're a new army. Like Necrons were, I think it was either Necrons or Tau that were fairly new as well. And the guy in the shop was really excited about them, and I really liked the Lord of Change. I saw the Lord of Change model, and I was like, I want that one. So I bought the Lord of Change and some Demonette, and that's why demons. It's because my friend played Eldar, so I didn't want to get Eldar because Eldar is my army now. And my other friend played Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors, and I didn't want to get. I wasn't that interested in Space Marines, so that's why demons. I just thought they were cool, and I could paint them whatever color I wanted.
Nice.
So, yeah.
In fairness, I do love the Demonette models. They're absolutely gorgeous and always have been for as long as I've played for. So can't blame you at all with that one. So is it just principally Warhammer that you've been drawn to, or are there other game systems that you enjoy?
So Warhammer was like my bread and butter for a long time. Playing wise, it was always Warhammer. But I kind of got really into painting, which is my main thing, and I split it off, and I just paint anything that I like, really, like busts and display pieces, because I find that I have more fun like putting more work into like just one mini than painting an entire army, which I've done. And there's a lot of gratification from that, but as a commission painter, I don't want to paint any more armies. I'm tired.
I don't blame you at all. Like, it takes so long to paint even just one squad, let alone a really nice, like, standout model. So you have my complete and utter sympathy and understanding with that. I'm trying to paint 3 Wraith Knights in the space of 2 weeks, and I'm just not going to be able to do it.
No, that doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun at all.
I don't know.
My least favorite bit. Yeah, the least favorite bit for tournament, like prep is the bases. When you're done like painting, it's just like, now I have to do 1 million river bases. It's like, on the one mini, it looked really cool, and then you're just hoping all the water sets and stuff. I had to do that for my Sylvanet, and it was the worst.
Oh God, I can imagine. But they are beautiful models. Like, I've seen photos of them, and they are gorgeous. You've done such a lovely job with them.
It's a lot of dry brushing. But thank you.
I'm not very good at dry brushing. I always overload my brush, I must say. So yeah,
I'm not the best. It's impatience, I think.
Yeah.
Because I get the same like overloading. So I'm really careful. So if I had to do that all over again, it'd be the worst.
That's why I use all the technical bases, just so I can chuck it on. Anyway,
yeah.
We got distracted slightly, so I do apologise. That was me sidelining. But what elements of your hobby most appeal to you? Is it the painting side more than the playing, or is it like a bit 50-50?
Yeah, no, the painting is definitely what I'm interested in. I used to be really into the gaming, but I just kind of fell out of it. I think I moved away from Nottingham after I stopped working for Games Workshop, and I just stopped playing. I mostly just painted because getting anywhere to play the games with the friends I knew to play the games was just a lot of effort, like carrying all your models on the bus or whatever. Yeah, no, it's not fun. So yeah, I just kind of faded out of doing it, and then by the time I like maybe got back into thinking about maybe wanting to play, all the rules had changed. I didn't even know if my army was valid anymore, and I couldn't be bothered to work it out because I'm really bad at maths and like just anything to do with rules. So it took me a long time to learn in the first place, and yeah, when they change it all up, I just I have no idea what's going on, basically.
In fairness, I think 90% of players don't have a clue what's going on most of the time because of how often they change the rules at the moment.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Yeah. So, as painting is sort of your go-to, how do you begin your painting process?
So I pick out the colours that I want. If I don't know what I want, I will go look at references, and I think references are like massively underrated by quite a few people. They're just so useful. Like, even if you like, I don't know, like part of someone else's scheme, or like you saw a paint job that really inspired you, you can take elements of it all and make your own kind of thing and do your own spin on it and make something really cool. So I always look at references, and I think I find that helps me keep on track. Otherwise I start like I kind of get freeze up and I can't decide what I want to do on the mini. So yeah, just some like pre-guidance. And then I just start with like my favorite bit to paint, basically, which is normally the face or the skin, which sounds really creepy, actually, thinking.
It's interesting that you quite enjoy doing the face, because I know so many painters that hate doing faces.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really like painting like the stupidly fiddly bits, so I really like painting eyes. But I get really bored like painting all the clothes, and I particularly hate painting like guns. I think it's just because I painted like far too many like bolters, and yeah, just any gun is the worst.
Yeah, and I guess you're the same as me playing Eldar. We're relatively lucky that well, painting Eldar, we're relatively lucky that there's not too many guns in the army. It's mostly swords and stuff like that. But there's a fair few on some of the vehicles and things like that. So.
Yeah. I have a lot of Wraith Guard in my army. I had the Wraith Spam army back when it was like D-weapons. So I was that guy. So yeah, a lot of actually no, the dual blade Wraith race blades were also, I don't know, that's probably worse than painting a gun, I think. Having to blend 2 swords on 1 mini and then having a squad of it.
Yeah, the light sources on that must be a pain in the arse to try and work out where things are going.
Well, I decided stupidly to paint them all like crystalline blades.
Oh, wow.
Because I thought it'd be cool, and I did it on one. I was like, this looks sick. And then I look at the rest of the squad, and I was like, shit.
Oh no, what have I done? It's the age-old, oh god, I've ended up in the trap, isn't it? So...
Yeah. I forgot I had to paint an army. There are more of these.
So you mentioned, like, you take from references. Are they sort of the things on Warhammer Community, Instagram? Where do you normally find your references from?
Mostly people I follow on Instagram. I have a few painter friends who I bounce off of. Or a lot of the time, like my color choices are informed by a lot of like digital artists and 2D artists that I follow. Like I'll see a color scheme that I really like and want to try. I don't know, blending those colors or like trying a different light source. And it's just art in general. It's not helpful, I guess, but yeah, I like a lot of Yeah,
it's great that you have such a range that you can call upon as well, because like I know when I first got back into this, like I really struggled for where to find inspiration. So even just saying like people that you follow on Instagram is a good shout, because like I think certainly when I came back in, I was scared to like copy or try what people were doing. The A, fear of failure, but B, not sure if that was like allowed, you know, in the like unwritten rules of the world. So
yeah, I mean, I've seen people like completely left paint jobs, and I think if you like someone's paint job, you should always try and make it your own. I don't think you should necessarily directly copy, but I don't think it's a crime even if you do. Like, it's a great way to practice. Like, if you like how someone does like non-metallic metal, you can kind of copy what they did. But if the trouble with copying is that if you don't like end up looking into the light sources and stuff like that, you're never going to be able to recreate it on any other model without a reference. So the thing is with references is that you should probably use them for inspiration rather than straight up like reference in the like totality of the word, I guess. But like yeah, as inspo, and then like just put your own spin on it. That's the best part of painting, is when you find out like what you really like to do, and then it becomes less of a chore and more of a fun thing to do, I think. Yeah.
So obviously we sort of generically talked about references, but is there anyone in particular who sort of influences your art style? Is there anyone in particular, or historically has there been a model that you've seen painted up that you've gone wow and tried a technique from that?
So there is Richard Gray's a big inspiration for me. I really like his like dramatic lighting and stuff like that, and he's a phenomenal painter. I like Carhart as well, because she does like some super crazy stuff. Like, it's never anything that I would paint personally, but I just appreciate the the skill behind it and the artistry. But I have I have some friends like I have a friend called Emma, another Emma, but she's Luria art, and she does a lot of like D&D art. She doesn't paint miniatures, but she's phenomenal at that, and she's done a lot of my characters and stuff, and Seika and Xylavi, they're digital artists that I really appreciate. So whenever I see them putting out stuff, I do end up, it pushes me to like paint my own stuff. Like with K-pop Demon Hunters coming out, a lot of us were fans of that, so I saw my friend Zai put out some, like she made some fan art of it, and I was like, I wonder if there's a model I can paint. I really want to paint a model now. So yeah, it's just kind of bouncing off other artists in general. It just inspires me to do it.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to watch K-pop Demon Hunters yet, actually, and hopefully by the time this goes out, I will have. But I've got the songs stuck in my head. I've not watched it because they're everywhere at the moment.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah. I was singing to my dog this morning, actually, instead of like, "You're my soda pop," I was singing, "You're my soda pup." And my husband was like, "What are you doing? You've not even seen it." So...
That's adorable, though. I'm not a fan of like musical films or anything like that. I'm a big grump. I'm not really into like films with a lot of music in. Musicals tire me out. But this one, I don't know, made me do a little smile. I really liked it. So
just the corner of your mouth briefly twitched at one point.
All right, yeah, no, okay, I like this. And my friends were like, "Em likes a musical," and I was like, "It's not a musical," and they were like, "It's a musical, Em, it's a musical."
K-pop is literally in the name. I'm not sure you can get away with it not being.
It's true, yeah.
So, obviously, you've touched on the fact that you sort of grew up with Warhammer a bit and then went to uni, and towards the end of uni you picked up and then you worked at Games Workshop. What's been your favourite event or location that you've been to so far in your hobby journey that you've sort of undertaken?
Adepticon is my favourite.
You went to Adepticon? That's amazing.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times now. Pre-COVID and then after COVID, but before they moved it to the new venue in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it being moved because I got really attached. Really attached to going to like that hotel, and it was really crammed. To be fair, they need more space, but
like
just go in there. Yeah, it's like we always got a room in the Con Hotel. We'd have to like run the gauntlet for it and try and book it before it all sold out. It was really stressful, but it was really worth it because like I've been to Salute and like a lot of like UK events and stuff, and they are fun. But there's something about having a holiday as well as going to an event. Like I'd get all amped up. In the last 2 years, I entered Golden Demon, and that was exciting and super stressful. But like, you get to take your little case on the plane, and then you've got the TSA agent goes, "What's in there?" And you're like, "It's Warhammer," and they're like, "What?" Or they're really into it.
There's no in between, is there?
No, they either know or they don't. And yeah, like we I don't know. I get a lot of inspiration from going to events like that because you meet a lot of other hobbyists in person instead of just online, and that's really cool. You get to see all their work in person as well because a lot of paint jobs look really different in the cabinets than they do or in real life because the cabinet lighting's always rubbish, but that's what all the painters moan about. But it's really cool to see everything in real life, and you get to do some shopping, and there's a lot of there was so many good places to eat. I know I shouldn't make it about food. It's about the wargaming, obviously, but like
no. Travel is all about the food, and particularly in the US. Like the portion sizes are huge.
It's different,
anyway, aren't they?
So different. Like the Mexican food that we got recommended a place that was like it's in like a little strip mall next to a petrol garage, and like it's not like a tourist destination place, like little family run place. It's the best tacos I've ever had in my life, and yeah, I know. It's just going out with my friends that I don't get to see from the US as well. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, obviously Golden Demon, because I think up until then they kind of only did Golden Demon in the UK like a little bit, like at Warhammer Fest if you're lucky. And now it's in Germany, I think.
Spiel, isn't it? Spiel Essen?
Yeah. So it's like the only chance to enter Golden Demon, and I got bullied into it. I wanted to do it, but I was too shy or scared, and I got bullied into it, and it was a really good experience. I ended up getting commended in both times. So
congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. was really proud, actually. It's the best painting I've churned out, I think. So I know it's changed now, but that was like the step before you get or the step that you're considered for a trophy, I think. Yeah. So I didn't know what to do with myself. I was really excited. So but yeah, maybe.
What were the pieces that you entered, just out of curiosity?
I painted a Mind Stealer Spheranx for the first one, which is the kind of psychic cat.
Yeah.
I painted it yellow and pink. It sounds really weird, but like it comes together. And I always forget the name of the guy. It's like it's an Underworld's warband. It's the like Wood Elfy kind of one, but not Wood Elves. I don't know what they're called. I've totally forgotten. But yeah, one of them's a centaur, and they're all kind of like fawns, and one of them's got a big trumpet, and it's on my Instagram. I've forgotten what it's called.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that on your Instagram, actually. I'll have to dig it out and have a proper look at it. After this, that's the first thing I'm doing, is going to your Instagram and looking at all these pieces. By the way,
put a caption saying what I actually mean. I have no idea what it's called.
I'll pop it in the description of the episode.
Oh, Scarce Wild Hunt. I know that's what it's called. Yeah, and it was out of production for a while, so I was really scared to paint it because I bought it while it was in production. I was really scared to paint it because I was like, if I mess it up, then I can't do another one. In reality, I've never really redone a mini. I've never messed it up that bad.
Yeah. But when it's such like a prominent piece for you, and it's one of the big things, you're obviously going to be anxious about it.
It needs to be perfect. I got coached through that by Richard Gray, we've become friends somehow, and he bullied me into it in a nice way before I don't cancel it. But he pushed me to do it, and I'm really glad that I did in the end, because it's a good experience. I think anyone should do it, really, because I think if you don't enter even going to Salute and just entering the competition there, even if you don't win anything, you kind of broken the seal of putting your model into a competition. And I've never won anything at Salute. I've entered a couple of times, but the good point is that all of your friends get to see your minis. You get to be really proud about it, and you get to see everyone else's paint job, which you would be able to do anyway, but I guess
when it's up there with the lights on and everyone else is enjoying it, and the people that you don't know around you are enjoying it as well. And you feel
see
that
when you
hype.
See someone point at your mini, and you're like, "Oh, I hope they're saying something nice." And if they're not, I don't want to hear it. It's fine.
I went to Iron Skull, which is the competition hosted by Siege Studios. And that was really interesting because obviously it's open to the public as well, very much like Salute. And you would hear, as you were admiring a model, you would hear the painters in the background talking, being like, "Oh, I hope they like it." And if you verbally to your friend complimented it, you just hear someone in the background go like that. So, obviously, you've spoken quite a bit about the fact that Richard's sort of someone that you admire in the hobby. Is there anyone else that you particularly admire in the hobby?
So there's Kat Martin, who is also known as Callan. She does a lot of kind of bust painting and some digital art as well, and I really, really like her style of painting. She did some box art for Neko Galaxy, and I think she even helped design the model. I feel that might be a lie, but she was very involved with it, and she did the box art, and it was really cool. I also really like Shoshi. Shoshi's minis. She's taken a break recently. She still paints, but not as often as she used to because she's pursuing some like she's gone back to uni, I think, to do some like naturalist. No, not naturalist. Naturalist.
I didn't want to say.
No, yeah, she's gone to do some naturalist stuff, which is very cool. But she was one of the people who got me into painting Kingdom Death. And back when like mini painting on Twitch was like fairly new, she was one of the only other ladies painting who I knew, and she's always been really cool to bounce off of, like especially when things are like if you've gotten like some rubbish DMs or anything, she's always been there in my DMs to be like, yeah, no, it's rubbish, just to bounce off of. So she's been a great kind of inspiration and a support as well.
Yeah, so, that's really nice to hear. It's nice that you have that support. I think that's particularly when you put yourself out there on a platform like Twitch and in such a prominent online community in places like Instagram. Like, it's really important to have that community around you, isn't it?
Yeah. Having your like, I think a friendship group around you, or just like some people who are like behind the scenes batting for you, is really important. Like, back when Twitter wasn't as rubbish as it is now, because I don't use it anymore, but I used to use it a lot. And even on Instagram nowadays, like, I'm not afraid to like call out bad behavior.
Yeah, I mean, you had something the other day, didn't you?
That's from Twitter drama as well. That's from when I called them out on Twitter ages ago, and I've never been afraid of like speaking my mind. I will apologize and like say that I messed up if I get something wrong. However, like I'm not gonna kind of be a dick about it. But I just like, even when you're like speaking your mind and kind of come across as maybe quite independent, it does weigh on you, because it does kind of annoy me sometimes that you can't fight every battle because it's just not good for your mental health.
No.
And you've got to really weigh up whether it's worth it. And that's where the friends come in behind the scenes, where you go, this is really rubbish. It's really upsetting me. Like, I'm really struggling with it, and getting it out with mates behind the scenes, or even like a supportive DM, is normally better than, shouting about it in public.
Yeah.
Mainly because like it's just better for your mental health rather than anyone else. So you've got to look after you. But that's the most important thing, I think, online, that people forget. So
that there are human beings behind the profiles and things like that.
Yeah. Like, even when you're like suggesting maybe like, hey, this isn't so cool. Like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Like, it's always worth being polite, and I hate the word professional, but I guess for me, like, because it's my work as well, being professional is important. But if you're just like a person online as well, I mean, just kind of throwing names out there and stuff isn't going to change anything. So,
no.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, that's good advice. And sort of moving on to the last question that I always close with in these episodes. So, if there's one thing that you could pass on to onto other women in the hobby, whether that be a skill or a piece of advice, what would that be?
Just keep doing what makes you happy, and don't, like, as long as it's not hateful and you're having a good time and you're painting the mini or whatever part of miniatures that you like, you're playing the game or whatever, and you're doing it, it's not hurting anyone else, and you're having a good time. Especially with painting, like, people will tell you you're painting it wrong. That's the wrong color for that. No one cares what color you paint your minis in reality. It doesn't matter. Like, it's art at the end of the day. Just paint the thing and enjoy it. and don't let some like no profile picture 2-follower account tell you, you know, that it's rubbish, because it doesn't matter. Like, even if like even if they have loads of followers or whatever, if you've painted your Space Marine pink, or like, you know, the normal points of contention, you put a female head on a Space Marine, or you've painted a pride flag on a Warhammer mini, and someone doesn't like it, they can go cry, because they're probably, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Again, like, yeah, as long as it's not hateful and it's not hurting anyone else, like, just paint your thing and have a good time.
Exactly. I love that. That's such great advice. Okay. So yeah, just before we close, is there anyone that you want to shout out? Where can people find you? In terms of like social media, not physically, but yes, where can people find
this
you?
This is my address. Yeah, no, I'm on Instagram primarily. I keep forgetting to post. Awful at it, but I've been doing it for so many years, you'd think I'd be better. But I now stream on Twitch. I was retired on Twitch for ages, but I'm back painting mostly. I may play a video game or two, but I mostly painting. And I have a Patreon. I keep forgetting about that. I have a Patreon, and I do monthly tutorials that are PDF, like picture step-by-step based, because that's the way I like to learn personally, because I can't concentrate on a video. It takes a lot for me to sit down and actually concentrate on something like that. So yeah, those are the main places. Oh, and Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky as well. Those are the main places you can find me. And I don't think there's anyone in particular I want to shout out. Just like all of the people that you highlight normally are people that I'd want to like shout out. The people at the top of my mind right now are Saint Decent, who does a lot of sculpting. She's phenomenal at it. It's great. I've admired her work for a long time. Leafy, who's always been lovely, and she's always so smiley. I don't know how she does it. Like,
she is like, she's one of like the smiliest people that I've ever met, which is funny for someone with such like a goth aesthetic about her. She is honestly just like this, just like gorgeous personality and happy person, but just this like full on goth. You know, it's great. I love it. I love
very
her.
sweet.
She's amazing. Yeah.
But I think those are the only people that I can actually remember the names of at the moment, because I'm going to be honest, I'm really bad at answering my DMs. And
well, I'm privileged that you answered my DM at any rate, so I will take that to the bank.
I flag the ones that are really important, so that I like it keeps it at the top. Otherwise, I'm really bad at keeping track of things.
Perfect. Well, on that lovely note, thank you so much for coming on this evening, Eve. I do really, really appreciate it. And yes, I will link Eve's profiles in the description box below. But for now, thank you very much. And have a good evening. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Women in Wargaming series, and thank you to all of my guests who have appeared this series. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, please consider liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel and following me on Instagram at ElderExarch.